Nico Williams. Now, we all know that it looks like he's on his way to Barcelona, but PSG have added this guy to their transfer list. And we all know that just because Barcelona want a player, it doesn't mean that they're going to get them. I just brought up how their fans are sending them money on TikTok. They're trying to raise funds for Barcelona. Like, they're starting to GoFundMe for Barca. I can't believe it. How the mighty have fallen. I'm telling you, something shady is going on over there. Because Barca are a huge club. They generate hundreds of millions every single season. And you're saying that they have to get a loan from La Liga to afford Nico Williams' release clause. I can't think of a club that's been more poorly run than Barcelona. It's actually crazy. Anyways, everybody knows their financial situation, so teams are going to try to capitalize on that. Not only are Arsenal trying to hijack this Nico Williams deal, but you got PSG, who are now entering the race. And I tell you what, they'll be able to pay more than the release clause, and they might be able to offer him higher wages. Because Nico Williams is on about $220K a week. I didn't even know that Bilbao is paying their players like that. But what somebody told me that makes a lot of sense is, you guys know that Bilbao, they're a club where they only sign players who are born in that region of Spain or have ties there. Like, your grandparents are from there. Like, point is, your roots have to come from that part of the country. So they don't usually spend a lot of money in the transfer window. So how they're able to persuade their players to stay is by giving them these big wages. And I'm just trying to figure out, how the hell are Barca going to afford his wages and then afford to pay to get this guy through the door? Now, obviously, look, Nico Williams, we saw what he did at the Euros. He was cooking. Him and Lamine Yamal, they got a connection there. And I get why Barca are trying to bring him in, right? Because if you see what Real Madrid are doing, right, you got to go against Vinny, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham, Fede Valverde, Arda Güler, right? Like, all these guys, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, etc. You got to find a way to stay competitive, because the next few years for Barca, it's not looking good. It's about to be a lot of ass whippings handed out in the El Clasicos, chat. I'm telling you guys this right now. But what can you do to make your fans feel a little bit better about being shit, about not winning any trophies last season, about being poor, about being broke? You go out there and you take out a loan and go sign a new shiny toy, which would be Nico Williams. But again, we all know you guys just don't have it like that. And PSG, we know that them in Barcelona, the history there, it's not the best. PSG took Neymar off of Barca. PSG took Messi. Even though Messi, Barca, they couldn't afford to extend him, but PSG still got him. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they would love to come in here and take Nico Williams from Barcelona, especially with them not having Mbappe. Look, if you look at that PSG attack, that shit is ass. Look at their wingers. They're relying on Dembele, Marco Asensio. Their strikers are Goncalo Ramos, Malo Colomani. What is that? Damn near look like a Wolverhampton attack. They got to spend money this transfer window. I think Nico Williams would be a good signing for them. I think he'd cook in League One as well. And they have an exciting project over there, right? A lot of people sleep on PSG. And I know I shit on them a lot, right? I got to take the piss out of them because they lost Mbappe on a free transfer. I think that's despicable. And I think that the president, what's the guy's name? Calfani or whatever, he should be fired or he needs to resign, right? You can't lose one of the most valuable assets in the world for nothing, and you're still operating and keeping your job. Like, to me, and I guess he owns the club, people tell me. I don't know. He got to step down. It's called having self-awareness. Anyways, what PSG have the chance to do is be very exciting next season, because we don't know what to expect from them. We don't know what direction they're going to go in. And whatever big name player they sign has the chance to be the face of the club. Now, look, hear me out. I know nobody's going to be watching League One next season, but PSG, they are one of the biggest clubs in the world. right? They are in a big market as well. They're in Paris. So I think it is an exciting project for a player to maybe want to come in and take the mantles after Mbappe left. And I think that could be persuasive. And I think PSG are in for a big summer window. I remember when the rumors first came out that Mbappe was going to leave. This is before it was actually confirmed. I predicted months ago that they were going to go sign Victor Osimhen and Rafael Leao. Now, I still do believe those are the two signings that they'll get, if I had to put money on it. But Nico Williams on that left wing would do damage. And I was somebody that said, yo, Nico Williams is overrated. Before the Euros, right? The hype that he was getting, I wasn't really buying it. I didn't really think he was as good as everybody was saying he was. Then throughout the Euros, boy, did he prove me wrong. He cooked. He cooked. And I think depending on what talent you surround him with, him at PSG, I mean, I think even without Mbappe, PSG should still be winning that league. PSG should still be going and, going deep in the Champions League and these different things, like, because they are going to spend money. But I just think Barcelona is going to be his preference. I don't think he's going to want to leave Spain. And I think, again, him and Lamine Yamal, that chemistry that they have together, I think that will play a factor. Also, we got to be real. Barca are broke, but they are arguably top 3, top 4 biggest clubs in the world. They're bigger than PSG. And, again, they need something to hold on to. They need some hope. But I think PSG, the same thing. They need something to happen this summer. I think they are going to go out there and spend a lot of money. And, yeah, if Barca can't get it together, I can definitely see Nico Williams getting hijacked. But for me, I think he'd want to stay in Spain. And if he's not going to go to Barca, I think he possibly just stays at Bilbao for another season. I don't know when Nico Williams' contract runs out, but yeah, I feel like Barca is the move that he wants. But we cannot sleep on PSG, bro. Money is very persuasive, right? Money talks.